Hi, good afternoon. Our lecturer, Dr. Rizma. Today, this is our presentation of organization development. My name is Fatma Salim, and my metric number is 19081. And I'm going to introduce our group member, Hyuji, Chen Li Wen, Li Heyang, Suraya Zulhikmati Putri, and Kwai. This is the table of content for our presentation for today. Next. For the introduction, I'm going to explain the meaning of organization development. Organization development is the critical and science-based mechanism that help companies create their capacity to change by creating, enhancing, and reinforcing strategies, system, and process that targets by organization. And the goal may include improved profit margin, market share, moral, or cultural value, as well as the organization overall flexibility. I will explain in next slide the model of organization development. They have a three parts, which is unfreezing, changing, refreezing. Unfreezing, it means that you unlearn all the stuff to understand the new ones. And the change, it means the change from old behavior to new behavior experimentation. Refreezing, that means stabilizing and introducing transition by improving and implementing new practices into structured and informed relationship and possibility. That's all for me. I'm going to pass to my next presenter.
Okay, next one, I will talk about the factors affecting organizational development. For 2020, COVID-19 has a biggest impact on people around the world. For multinational companies, in order for the company to survive, the organization must adapt using the internal and external environment. First of all, we believe that leader can affect organization development. Leaders who can adapt the challenges of COVID-19 and turn it into opportunities can help organization develop better and faster. Next, we believe that communication has a very important impact on organizational development. Whether or not the company has a new communication plan, including an information sharing system with internal partners so that the information can be delivered in a timely and a clear manner, is decided for the future development of the organization. For the external environment, first of all, we believe that the main external factor is we facing is the company, the economic. We are now facing the worst recession in the global economy since the Great Depression of 1930s. How COVID-19 involves the duration of the shutdown will direct affect the future prospect of global economic development. Next, politics is also an important factor affecting the company's organization development. As a multinational company, it must produce and survive products in companies with local laws and regulations. And also for the customer, COVID-19 also affects the demand for the products and the consumption patterns of customers. Both of the internal and the external environment, it is difficult and challenging for the company's future. Therefore, it is necessary for the multinational company to make a appropriate change for organizational development. Okay.
For third part is introduce about the organizational development process. The general model of OT plan change of the company is main divided into 4 steps: entry and contraction, diagnosis, planning and implementation, and evolution. From the perspective of the entry and the contraction of this first part, it often refers to the first set of activities in the plan change, helping manager decide whether to further participate in the planned change project and whether to invest resource into the process. Showing organization and develop relationship is divided into 3 parts. First one is clarify organizational issue. Second one is identify relevant customer and choose OGP. The second step is diagnosis. Organizational diagnosis is an effective way of looking at the organization to determine the gap between current and expected performance and how to achieve the goals. And diagnosis is about organizational level, group level, and individual level. That's all.
I will talk about the organizational diagnosis. The first is level diagnosis. It includes strategy, structure, culture, human resource system, technology. And the strategy represents the way an organization uses its resource to gain and society competitive advantage. It can be described by the organization mission, goals, and objectives, strategic intent, and function policies. And the structure system describe how attention and resources are focused on task accomplishment. And for culture, organization culture represents the basic assimilation values and normal shared by organization members. And for human resource system, human resources include mechanism for selecting, developing, appraising, and rewarding organization members. And for technology is concerned with the way an organization converts inputs into product and service. Next, please. Next is group for level diagnosis. It includes goal clarity, task structure, group functioning, group composition, group norms. For goals clarity involves how well the group understand its objectives, and task structure is concerned with how the group work is designed. And for group functioning is the underlying basis of group life. And for composition concerns the membership of groups. And for group norms are members' beliefs about how the group should perform tasks. Next, purpose have organizational environment terms internal and external organizations and individuals. So the purpose of data collection is to obtain effective information about the organization operation, bring vitality and commitment to organization change, and develop the partnerships needed to implement organization change. Okay, that's all from me.
Moving to the next process of organization development, the first one is the job ensurement. There is a several points of that. First point is the job ensurement is part of work design and organization development, and also job ensurement to create a job that is interesting and challenging for the person who's working or who's doing the job. And the third point is example of the work outcome are motivation, high quality work performance, higher work satisfaction, satisfying, better employee experience. And because of COVID-19, it has made it difficult to determine the enjoyment of work by employees, especially the presence of symptoms, and to reveal the importance of quality work. The teamwork has become an individual way, so it's can diversely affect to the quality and the success of the organization, work of organization. So that's all from
Okay.
me.
In case of the MCO, employees have to stay at home to work through the internet, but their work efficiency will also be reduced due to virus interference. There is no doubt that the goal setting can effectively improve employee performance. Therefore, our company decided to use goal setting interventions to improve the efficiency of employees. First, the manager will set a goal for the employee, which is a little more challenging than work offline, but it can be achieved through hard work. Next, it is necessary to clarify the goal measurement, which can reduce the ambiguity of the company's higher expectation of employees. Because the employees work through the internet, the company will go through the internet to quantify their workload and the goal measurements. Next.
For reward system, under the influence of the coronavirus, many leaders will make decisions on how to move forward and maintain business operations and financial conditions, provide unpaid vacation for willing and willing employees to ensure their position and benefits, Second one is seek input from employees in difficult choice. Third one is expanded benefits such as paid sick leave are the greatest benefits for those unfortunately infected with the coronavirus. That's all.
Reduce the staff. Because of the severity of the COVID-19 epidemic, some companies have had to let off workers and, of course, lay off and not strikes or almost. Measures, if not taken to avoid to a less of some key important teenager due to downsizing for companies must also focus on original continuity and labels employees and can quickly eliminate or weaken the negative impacts of layoff and thus provides good environmental conditions of the normal play or additional capability. This is all.
Okay, thank you, Chaosu. So next, I'm going to talk about the last organizational development intervention. So it's the quality of work life, or QWL. So the quality work of life is a mechanism in which worker and stakeholder of company gain insight to how to work effectively together. Also, a multidimensional idea that describes the emotion of an employee with respect to several aspects of work. This includes job content, related duties, fair and adequate compensation, career development opportunities, duty discretion, decision-making involvement, occupational health and safety, and also work stress and job security. So as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, due to the increased workload, role conflict, lack of career advancement opportunities, lack of stakeholder support, unable to work as team efficiently from online, and adapt to the new cultures that adversely affected the quality of work life and employee satisfaction in most industries around the world. So next, I'm going to talk about the evaluation of organizational development intervention. First, the evaluation is the transition to the modern job system environment and recruitment of employee. So because of the COVID-19 pandemic, most of industry are become transition to the job system they have. Their environment become online system. Most companies are not well prepared for the current online networking technologies and culture, and also insufficient employees that have a proper skills for new culture. And most employees now do not have a proper platform or system tools. And also the last one is the limitation of organizational asset. Next. So next, our solution for it is, the first one is communication and action to be thoughtful, concise, precise, reliable, truthful, and as transparent as possible in order to retain integrity, where the response will also come from a position of concern and awareness of various impact circumstances from physical to emotional of the employee. And the second one is human resource department, less and contribute to a broader response that incorporate the mission, value, and social impact of the organization. The third one is human resource department must promote a calm and emergency response team culture to implement input guidelines, gather and share question and concern of task member, inform new development of employment law and benefit, share revised policy, as well as engage leadership to respond promptly, accurately, assertively, clearly, and consistently. And the last one is human resource department should develop strategies to manage remote workers and crisis risk. So that's all from me. I will pass to next.
Okay, the last is conclusion. Quality of 19 have a huge impact on person and people's work and life. For the survival and the development of enterprise, OD must help enterprise create the ability to change. So we design the 5 intervention measures which complies when MCO restrictions. Their interventions also help companies maintain to their business performance. If enterprises can take timely intervention measure and take correct response, there will certainly to ability to survive crisis and even make future employees. That is all. Thank you.
Okay, that's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.